What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I want to talk about how narcissists use false narratives to control you. Now, these false narratives, they definitely fall up under the whole divide and conquer theory that the narcissists live by. Now, I'm going to use two scenarios. The first one is this normally happens within a family, and the second one is it happens in a workplace. And the way narcissists use this type of sneaky tactic is by, playing the hero. They need you to run to them. They have to be their go-to person. This puts them, in the lead as being someone of so much power and control. And they just need people to run to them for every single thing. At the same time, they're gathering information, and they kind of set the narrative of, they pretty much create drama between two or more people. And they do that in a way whereas they kind of play both sides. And this always happens when the narcissists pretty much have everybody kind of within a circle, and they just pretend to be this person, this old good person that everybody can go to for advice, the person who's who you go to when you need a shoulder to cry on. So the narcissists, once they become the one in that top position, it's easier for them to manipulate those around them. And that's how they set false narratives, because they know for sure that they could depend on you to always run to them in the need of something that's going on in your life. At the same time, what makes it, what really tricks you is the fact that long as they can control everything and you don't question it, they're going to always hold that position. They're going to always be that person in power to, to keep running back to go to when you're confused, to go to when you're hurting, when you're feeling left out, when you're being talked about, all that type of stuff. But the whole while, the narcissist set it up that way. They have set you up to fail because they need you to keep coming back to them. And that's how they set the whole, scenario of these false narratives. They do that to control you. The whole purpose of them doing it is to be in control. They're in control of you, and they're in control of the situation. And once that die out, which it usually takes a while if it even happens, then they do it all over again. And they do it with a whole new group of people, because chances are, if they're exposed by being the one who started it all, then they know that they won't be trusted the second time around should that situation come up again. So what happens is, they kind of disappear for a while or whatever, and then they do the same thing all over again with a whole new group of people. And the same thing happens within family. There's always that narc family member who causes confusion, chaos, and drama, and everybody goes to them for information. But at the same time, they're starting this mess. They're creating it, and they're making everyone, go up against each other just so they can have to come back to them for advice. And it's like they just play both sides. They want to give you, you're thinking they're giving you the best advice to deal with someone. And at the same time, they turn around and tell you, some false information that's going on that, didn't even happen, because they need the drama to continue. That gives them a high, and it keeps them in control. And that's how they just set false narratives. It's all about control with a narc. A narcissist is another thing I noticed that happens with them when everyone gets along. It does something to them because they need it to go left. They don't like to see things going the right way. They don't like peace. They don't know how to handle peace and quiet. That's why they are noisy. Now, I noticed this. Narcissists are some of the most noisy people. They make unnecessary noise for distractions. And I believe that they're doing this to kind of block out the negative thoughts in their mind, to block out, you know, the chances of them being exposed pretty soon. Because they know that at some point, time is running out. It's running out on some situation that they've created. Time is running out with certain supplies, you know, that they've had so much control over for a long period of time. And so they're constantly thinking. Their mind is wandering. And the scariest thing to a narcissist is to be exposed. And so the thing about it is they hate to be around, you know, anything that settles them down. They can't even handle being settled down. They can't handle their own peace of mind. They can't handle quietness. They can't. Notice that I always hear people say this. I've always heard people say, like, you're too quiet for me, or, you know, like, I need somebody to talk to. Like, why do you need somebody to talk to? You know, that's one of the best things to me, is to, you know, not be around noise all the time, especially unnecessary noise, unnecessary chaos and confusion. A lot of people, they're all right with being around it because it's entertainment to them, and to each his own. But with me, I like peace and quiet. I'm all right with it, you know. And my thoughts is, I'm fine with my thoughts. It's well with me and my thoughts. But with a narcissist, it's always just, you know, that thought of trying to get ahead and trying to stay ahead. And even with that, they still find a way to just, to even ruin that. They just don't know how to just be at peace. And the crazy thing about it is they want everyone else around them to feel the same way. But they don't, you know, it's like they're going to pretend one thing, and in their minds, they're thinking if they can only have it that one way all the time with a person. But yeah, that time is running out on a narcissist. And so that's why they have to keep up this charades of just, you know, creating so much drama. And something else I noticed about the narcissist is the sadness that they have when no one gives them attention. It's like when everyone, you know, pretty much just, you know, make peace with things on their own without the narcissist being around. And they have so much sadness because they wanted the drama to continue. They hate the fact that it came to an end. And so things like that really makes them sad. They wanted it to continue. You know, I know y'all have heard this saying, a lie is more entertaining than the truth. That's why the narcissist keeps the lie up for so long, because it entertains them. When there's nothing bad going on, they go around and create it. They have to be in that type of environment. That's what keeps them on their feet. So that's just something I wanted to point out about narcissists, how they create false narratives to keep control of you. And once you come up out of that control, once you come up from under their control, under their spell, or they just do something to them, they just lose it. It's like they just lose everything about them, and they have to start from scratch and find new supply to manipulate and control. It's just the same old cycle of abuse with the narcissist. And what else? I don't want to ramble, but I am trying to get this video to go to at least 10 minutes. Yeah, so with work, it's easier for them to hold that position. Because, you know, chances are a lot of people won't know each other personally. Now, with family, it's not, you know, that you know, that whole false narrative situation, it doesn't last that long because people know each other, you know, much better than they do if they were just co-workers and stuff like that. So that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.